Hi all, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are doing well. So in this today class, we will see another multi-agent system, how we can build using CrewAI. Okay. So before you watch this video, I will recommend you please go through the previous video of CrewAI, how exactly the basic agents has been designed so that it will be helpful for you to build your multi-agent system. So the basic prerequisites should be you should have one AI editor. So in this case, I am using Kiro. And the second thing is you should have one assistance. AI assistance can be your open code, can be your command code, or can be your any codex, anything will be fine. But in this case, I'm going to use open code CLI. Okay, and definitely the by default Kiro chart assistance will be also available with token 50 tokens is still available for me. Okay, then the next step is what you have to do. You have to open the same project we have created in the last class. The project name is CrewAI underscore demo. Just click on this. So once you have opened this project, you will see these are the agents we have designed in the previous class called researcher and writer agent, QA analyst agent. Okay. So now we will going to design another multi-agent system where there are three agents should work together. So one is called bug triage agent. Okay. One will be find the triage the bug. Second will be find the root cause of the bug. Third will be suggest what all are the test case should be test for this particular bug. Okay, so that we are going to see in this particular class. So before that, what I will do, another prerequisites you have to do. Okay, first of all you have to go to your requirement.txt. Make sure that you should have these three modules. Okay, libraries CrewAI underscore tools, load underscore d.env. Okay, so as you know, CrewAI tools we are going to use for task, for tools, for crew agent. Okay, and .env we are going to use to load the data from the .env files and all. Okay, then the next step is you have go to .env file where all the keys has been defined. Okay, so when I'll say the keys, you can say my grok key. Okay, you can say my API tokens of the Jira, you can say my Jira email ID and all such. Anyway, I'm going to delete all this is just for the demo I have created. Okay, so how we'll going to grok key and all, I'm not going to show you here. Please go through the previous video, you will see how exactly we'll get grok key, Jira API tokens and so on. Okay, so then the next step is what I'll do, I will just go ahead and create a Python file called bug underscore triage underscore agent.py. Okay, so this is my agent file bug triage agent underscore agent.py file. Okay, the first thing is I have written couple of prerequisites for you, so you know how exactly you are going to install. If you are mention your modules inside the requirement, then you have to go to this command, execute in your terminal or in your CMD. All these going to be installed in your system. So all these things we have already been discussed in the previous class, right? So then the next step is once you have installed, even also you got the API keys and all everything you have updated in the .env file. So these are the prerequisites. Now the next step is once you have created bug triage agent py file, so these are the content I have created for you guys. Okay, so first thing is these are the comments. So I will just copy the comment and first of all we'll go through the comments what exactly we are trying to achieve here. Okay, so if you see here, so I'm saying that I'm going to define your QA team. Okay, and your task is to bug triage crew is to prioritize, analyze, find the RCA root cause analysis of the application in short. Okay, why this bug is appear. Okay, so it does it. What does it mean? It means that I'm going to create a crew. Crew is nothing but a leader of a team. Okay, so that crew is called bug triage crew. So that is going to handle three sub agents. One will be your, you can say, triage agent. Second will be your root cause. Third will be your test suggester. Okay, so one will find triage the bug. Second will find the root cause of the bug. Third will be suggest the test cases to be tested. Okay, so before that, and this is the sample bug report. Okay, you can also pick the bug report from Jira. You can pick the bug report from any channel or any third-party system. Just you have to define a tool and you integrate with Jira and you paste the details. Okay, so I will maybe in some upcoming class I will show you that also how you can integrate with Jira with the API tokens and you paste the Jira from the Jira, fetch the bug report from the Jira and utilize in your agents. So soon I'm going to show you one end-to-end product where you will see how the Jira integration is happen, how the Confluence integration is happen, everything all together. So far whatever we learn, we will showcase with the end product. Okay, it's called test automator. It will be end-to-end product where you will see all these things has been implemented together for a end-to-end production ready system. Okay, so here in this case, I have just defined one sample bug report here. Now in this bug report, I'm storing in a variable called bug underscore report. Here bug title I have given. Okay, second the bug ID, this is the reporter. Okay, this is the environment, this is the severity, and steps to reproduce I have given, actual result, expected result. These are the additional information. This is how the bug report looks like, even also in Jira. Okay, so then the next step is my bug report is ready, my problem statement is ready. Okay, now I'm going to go build my agents, right? So how to build the agents? So the first step is you have to import the libraries, right? So these steps you know already. Okay, I'm just importing this. Okay, so if you see here, I'll paste it. If you see here, what I'm doing here, this is the comment. Okay, in this comment I'm going to first of all design bug triage agent. Okay, you can say a triage specialist or bug specialist. Okay, QA specialist. Okay, here I am importing the modules. Okay, from CrewAI I'm importing agent, task, crew, process, and LLM also. Okay, then the next step is what I have to do. I have to, in the step 0, I have to define the LLM. I'm defining the LLM. Okay, so here if you see, I'm going to define the LLM. Okay, step number 0 is I'm defining the LLM, or you can say your brain, whatever you can say. Okay, so you can say grok underscore LLM is the variable equal to LLM, which is coming from your import. Okay, inside this you are defining the dictionary. Okay, one is called model equal to define your model name. I'm completely using the local model, no dependency on any APIs, anything. Okay, I'm just using the llama model, which is available inside my system. This is the base URL. If you see, this is in my local host. Okay, similarly you can define any model, any platforms. You can use grok, you can use any platform you can use it, or you can use Opus One, Claude, Anthropic. Okay, or you can go ahead with OpenAI. So everything you can do, but approach will remain same. Okay, here I have hard coded the value. If you want, you can, but the recommendation will be you have to store in the environmental variables and access it here. Okay, so if you want to know how to store, how to access and all, just go through my previous class. Okay, then the next step is what you have to do. We have to build the agent. Okay, what you have to do, you have to build the agent. So what all are the agents we are going to build? If you see here, these are the agents we are going to build. So this will always constant throughout all your agent building. Okay, so might be more modules you are going to import, but these lines will be constant. This is the configuration will be constant when you are using crew. Okay, now we are going to build 3 agent. Okay, the agent number 1 is called bug triage analyst, which will triage the bug. Second will be root cause investigator, which will analyze the root cause sub agent. Third one will be the test recommender, which will suggest the test cases. Okay, all these 3 are the sub agents which will be controlled by a crew agent. Is called bug triage agent. Okay, so all these 3 agents has a task also, right? Classify the bug is the task which is going to be do by bug triage analyst. Same thing for the investigator root cause will be done by root cause investigator. Third thing is the recommendation of the test, which will be done by the recommendation agent. Okay, now we are going to build one by one. Okay, so I will go here first. I will go to build my agent number 1. So if you see, it's very simple, nothing has to memorize. Okay, so if you see here, this is my agent number 1 is called bug triage analyst. Okay, my sub agent number 1. So here I have given, this is the name to this particular agent called bug underscore analyst. Okay, equal to agent. Approach will remain same, nothing is different. Agent, and this agent is coming from this import. Okay, crew AI. Then I'm defining a role I'm giving senior bug triage analyst. This is the goal. I'm giving the goal. Okay, accurately classify the incoming bug by severity, category, so on. Okay, backstory just like the context I have given. Then LLM I'm connecting to my LLM here. Okay, this is the grok LLM, but ideally the low llama LLM should write, but that's fine just for sake of variable. Okay, so then the verbose is nothing but the log. Allow delegation is false. That, like, you are saying that are you going to delegate your work to some others? So that's the meaning here. Okay, so same thing, I'm just quickly going to build the agent number 2 and agent number 3 just here. If you see here, this is the agent number 2 and this is the agent number 3. So in the agent number 2, I am defining a root cause agent where I'm giving, you are a root cause specialist. I'm giving the goal, identify the root cause of the bug, and this is the backstory. This is the LLM, this is the verbose, and the allow delegation. Same thing for the test recommender. So it's a test strategist advisor. Okay, and recommend specific test case to be fixed, test case to be test and all. I'm giving the backstory. You are is that who designed the test strategies, and for every bug you recommend the immediate smoke test and so on and blah blah blah. Okay, then this is the model and so on. Okay, now we have designed all 3 agents. One is called root cause triage, one is called bug triage, second is called root cause, third is called test recommender. Okay, so then I'm going to define the task for these agents, right? So that task will be here. The first task for my triage agent is called this. Okay, what exactly this triage will do? This triage agent task will do analyze and classify the bug report. This bug report I'm giving here, which is coming from the top here. Okay, this is my bug report. Okay, and I'm provides the severity, category, affected, business component, and so on. Okay, that's the description of the task I'm going to give to my Bug Triage agent. Okay, then the expected output also I have clearly defined how the expected output looks like. A structured triage report with severity, category, component, and business impact and sprint priority also I have mentioned clearly is going to give it. Then I'm assigning the agent equal to bug analyst. Similarly, I'm going to do for rest of the two agents, right? So this is the rest of the two agent task. So if you see here, this is the rest of the two agent task. One is called task 2, which will investigate and find the root cause. This is the root cause task. Okay, same approach, nothing difference. You have to give the descriptions, give the report, and give the detail about what exactly the task agent is going to do. This is the expected output. This is the agent map assigning the task to the agent, and this is the context. Okay, what exactly the context, how exactly the both sub agents will be linked with each other. Okay, here if you see the context which is coming from the previous agent, that is going to be utilized inside the root cause agent. Okay, how it will be happen here, if you see, this is the root cause, the bug triage task which is now done by this particular agent, and again this task, okay, is reused as a context in the next agent. Here if you see, is reused as a context in the next agent. Clear? Similarly for the test recommender here, okay, I have given the context for both the agents here, root cause task, triage task also. Okay, this is the agent allocation of the task, this is the expected output, and this is the bug report I have given, descriptions and so on. Okay, so how exactly it will happen? Bug triage agent take the task and perform the actions, do the actions. Okay, and that will take as a context whatever the task, okay, given to the agent 1, that will give the as a context to the second agent and with the third agent also. Again in the second agent task also is give as a context to your third agent also, so that it will helpful for the agents to decide, okay, to define the list of recommended test case. Along with it will help you to categorize the test case. Just get the background information about the bug. That's the only the intention is given the context here. Okay, so now you have defined task, you have defined agents. Now the next step is what you have to do. You have to define the crew. Okay, who is going to drive all these agents? Now I'm going to define the crew. Okay, this is simple, nothing will be the difference here. Okay, so if you see here, okay, here if you see, this is my crew equal to crew which is coming from this import. Okay, now in this crew I'm controlling all the three sub agents and their task. Okay, so here if you see, agents equal to bug analyst, bug triage analyst, you can say root cause agent, root cause analyst agent, test recommender agent, task accordingly given the triage task, root cause task, and task test task. Then the execution, how exactly this agent is going to be executed. The agents will be executed either in a parallel or in a sequential. I have defined here in the parallel sequential, sorry. So then verb was equal to true, and all these are just a print statement, nothing else. Here just for the look and feel I've given the print. Here I'm giving just you can say the indentation or sort of look and feel, nothing different, nothing is there. Okay, here the kick up will happen. Here if you see, from here I'm doing the trigger to this crew, then crew will going to coordinate with the sub agents and do the task and given back to me. That will be stored inside the result. That result I'm going to print it here. Okay, that result I'm going to print it here. Okay, all these are just the cosmetic things. Okay, so that's it. You have to do from your design side. Okay, you have defined the agent, you have allocated the task. Inside the task also you have allocated the context. That's the new things you learn here is called context. Okay, so you are giving the context to the agent. Okay, so all these things you have previously learned, how to build the agent, how to build the task, and description, backstory, expected output, agent allocations, but context you have not about this. Okay, the context in this class you have seen how you can pass the context here, right? Now the time to execute this particular workflow. So how to execute? You go to your terminal. Okay, then in this terminal you have go to the terminal. Yes, in the working directory, then I can say python 3 space bug triage agent. Perfect. So let me execute this. Definitely it will take a bit slow because of I'm using local model and all. Yes, what's the failure? Context triage task. Let me check what is the triage task coming in the line number 134. Okay, this one, triage task. Okay, this is T is missing, that's the problem. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, so let me update this. Okay, so let me rerun. Okay, so now if you see, the execution has been started. So if you see here, the agent started executions. Okay, I'll show you the each and everything here. First of all, it will just a recommendation is saying that Crew is available in the latest version 1.15.3. Currently, I'm using 1.15.0. That's completely fine. Now, if you see the execution is started, okay, that is a unique ID given by the Crew. Okay, so if you want to trace it, okay, then the task is analyze and classify this bug report. This is the bug. This is the entire bug which in the real time in the production it will come from your Jira. Okay, so this is the bug, but this is the dummy bug I have written in the page or in my Python file. Okay, this is the agent started. Okay, if you see, this is the agent number 1, senior bug triage analyst agent. This is your task you are going to do. This is the bug report. Okay, then the final answer given by this bug triage analyst. Okay, this is the senior bug triage analyst. The final answer given by this bug is called bug title is this. Okay, shopping cart total value this is the bug ID. This is the report environment and the severity classification. It's completely triage the bug. Okay, completely in detail out the bug. Okay, so this is the justification, this is the category classification. Okay, affected component, everything is given in the clear. Okay, next step is, okay, you can say analyze and classify this bug report. This is the task detail, whatever the task you have given. Okay, then next on this, the second part will start is called based on the triage analyst investigate look likely to root cause of this bug. Okay, this is the second task is going to be started by this analyst or root cause analyst specialist. Okay, this is the root cause analyst specialist. Okay, this is the second agent. In the second agent, if you see here, same thing, it's taking the task, doing the root cause. This is the final answer given by the root cause analysis. In the root cause analysis, if you see, these are the basic template informations. Here it will give the root cause investigation steps. Okay, if you see, this is the investigation steps given. Okay, same, then the next step in the dashboard also given, system layer monitor also given. Okay, then the task is completed, then the third task will be done by the test recommender. Okay, so in the test recommender, this is the task I have given to this particular agent. Then the test strategy advisor, or you can say recommender. So here it will see this is the bug details. Okay, this is the final answer given by the test recommender agent. Here if you see the final answer, the test recommendation report of the bug, shopping cart total showing this after applying the discount code. Okay, verification state to verify the fix work. These are automation test scripts given in the playwright. This is how we have written the instructions, written the descriptions and backstory for this particular agent, so that it will give the automation test script. So if you see here, these are the automation test scripts given for all the test cases. Okay, these are the regression test cases given also here. Okay, and if you see, these are the test case number 2 and so on. Okay, and this is the task completed. Okay, this is the Crew execution completed because the result returned back to Crew, right? The above one, the green, no, the green color one, we have seen all these are the results from the individual agents. This is the result come back from the sub agents to your Crew agent. This is the final answer the Crew agent is going to give to you. Okay, so if you see here, this is the final answer. This is the final answer. Okay, so this is how you have to build your multi-agent system. Okay, so now you have seen 3 agents, how they are collaborate with each other. Similarly, there are n number of agents you can define, you can collaborate with each other, controlled by a Crew, and you can integrate that with one of your UI, or you can integrate each specific work done by a specific agent. You can integrate that with your UI, you can control through UI and all, so no need of terminal and all. So soon I'm going to show you one end-to-end product where you will see the UI and how from the UI the agents has been integrated in the backend, and they're performing that task and giving back the results to in the UI pan. Okay, and also we will see how we have deployed that particular product in one of the VPS, virtual private server. You will see, so all this thing is not in the paid, everything in the free model. You will see how exactly we have deployed that also. Okay, soon you'll see. But one thing you have noticed here, whatever the agent task we have given, the agent also given the answer back to you, right? So all these answers, how we can say, is grounded, how we can say the answer or the result given by this particular agent. Okay, how you can say this answers or this results given by the agent is grounded or up to the mark. Okay, so because we are just giving the task, giving the instructions, giving the backstories, giving the result back to me, but I'm not sure that the whatever the results given by the agent, is this agent is grounded, is this agent results is grounded, or is this agent results is up to the mark as expected, what I'm expecting. Okay, how that can be achieved. So to do this, in the next class we will see how we can use skills to control more the agent to get more grounded results. Okay, so upcoming class we'll see how we can build the skills. Okay, you get understanding about skills, agent skills, that's called agent skills. Then you will see how this agent skills will help to your agent to more controlled way, more grounded results you can get from the agents. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning, never stop learning. Bye bye.